My mother didn't understand how hard this was for me. She was starting a new life with a new husband she supposedly loved. But what about me? You don't get it, Mom. Did you never stop to think that this is my last year of high school? That all my friends are here? My boyfriend, my job, my team? My whole life? I shouted, trying to hold back tears. The situation was getting the best of me. That much was clear. I never, and I mean never, cried in front of anyone. Crying was for weaklings, people who couldn't control their feelings. I was someone who'd cried so much in the course of my life that I decided never to shed another tear. Those thoughts reminded me of when all the madness began. I still regretted not going with my mother on that damn cruise to Fiji, because it was there, on a boat in the middle of the South Pacific, that she'd met the incredible, enigmatic William Leister. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't hesitate a second to tell my mother yes when she showed up in the middle of April with 2 tickets so we could go on vacation together. They'd been a present from her best friend Alicia. The poor thing had broken her right leg, an arm, and 2 ribs in a car accident. Obviously, she and her husband couldn't go off to the islands, so she gave the trip to my mom. But come on now, mid-April? I was in the middle of exams, and the volleyball team had back-to-back games. My team had just climbed from 2nd place to 1st, and that hadn't happened as long as I could remember. It was one of the greatest joys of my life. Now, though, seeing the consequences of staying home, I'd happily give back my trophy, leave the team, and fail English, Lit, and Spanish just to keep that wedding from ever happening. Getting married on a ship? My mother was out of her mind, and going and doing it without telling me a single word? I found out when she got back, and she said it all blithely, like marrying a millionaire in the middle of the ocean was the most normal thing in the world. The whole situation was surreal, and now she wanted to move to a mansion in California, in the United States. It wasn't even my country. I had been born in Canada, even if my mom was from Texas and my dad from Colorado. I didn't want to leave. It was everything I knew. Now you have to realize I want what's best for you, my mother said, bringing me back to reality.